The frustration that I have been discussing last 2 weeks is that the Copilot on the browser is only allows for three lines at a time. And so in the first question of what knowledge or understanding would have led to a better status of affairs, I think that understanding the developer's rationale behind why they only provided 3 lines is the main piece of knowledge that I don't have. Because obviously any of the developers at Microsoft, they have such a wide variety of engineers that would be able to improve this functionality. And so understanding why they chose this is the knowledge that I am missing. Perhaps that they were trying to optimize for speed and efficiency and trying to encourage users to provide small prompts to Copilot. And so, right, an easy way to encourage small prompts is by making it hard or less convenient to provide large amounts of text to the engine. And another thing maybe there's for some reason Copilot has some sort of budget restraint, and they have chosen to use this, encourage users to put in a small amount of text so that their engines are not running as heavily or they're not asked as complicated. Both of those seem fairly unlikely due to Microsoft's vast wealth of engineers, but those were kind of two things that I thought of if it were a smaller business. And one quote that I thought went with that was right here: with wicked problems, on the other hand, any solution after being implemented will generate waves of consequences over an extended, virtually an unbounded period of time. And again, this goes back to, right, if they're to increase those 3 lines, perhaps they make it dynamic and people can start inputting huge amounts of text into the input box, then they might start getting a different variety of users that are sending the AI different prompts. And so that's maybe one of the things that they've considered. And then the second question was, how was this a wicked problem in my view, or was it? And I would say in this case, I don't think it is a wicked problem because it's pretty easy to define. Right? If Microsoft was encouraging users to think one way, right, in terms of short inputs to the AI, then this is one way to accomplish it. But also if they were to just make this the default and then allow other users that want to have longer length discussions and have greater insights into what they're inputting to the AI, they could just have 2 options on the user interface. So I don't think it was a wicked problem, but again, here's another quote that I thought spoke to this, is that with wicked planning problems, however, every implemented solution is consequential. And this is just something I notice in software a lot, is users always want something new, they always want something to be better, but what they never want to hear is, from a developer's perspective, is, hey, if you change this about the app, that means that there's potential for a few things going wrong, or and that concept is hard for non-technical people to grasp, that if you get something, that means some other part of the application is going to change. And I think that is kind of what I see the most in wicked problems in software, is that people want something and you change it for them and they're like, well, what about how it used to behave? And trying to find that balance is hard. And that's it for me on this one.